All right, so what we're doing here is I'm logged in as a sales leader. I'm going to go to the new representatives report. And then hopefully it'll come up here in a second. All right, so what this story is and the task is, they have a way to add these, and these are all translatable titles or headers basically, and they all map to a field. So what we're going to do is add one to that. and okay, so I've done a few things. So I've logged out. Here's that user. Now what I've done is for the new rep report, I'm going to markets. I'm looking at Mexico here right now, and I scroll down to the report configs, related list. And in this case, I know my new rep reports is for my representatives. And I'm just kind of matching them up. Now, this is going to be a challenge on some of the other reports. I don't know what they all are yet, so we may have to hunt and peck a little bit in the code to find out which configuration item here. But in this case, we define that config for that report on this object itself. And what you're being asked to do is add a new column here. So here is just put the field name here. The type can be currency, number, or text. A fully qualified name is the API name. And as you can see, pretty much these are the same. I don't know what these do differently in the code. And we want scrollable, and in this case, don't worry, just put the next highest number for the order. We can change all that at this point, and put default shown as the visibility to start with. All right, so now what we're looking to doing is adding a new relationship. So we're going to use this relationship, and we want it to refer to this field right here. So you're going to do, in this report config, you're going to do mail plan order opportunity R, and you're going to put this field name in here. Well, that just doesn't necessarily get you to where you can do all that, to get it in the column header, to get the translations and all that. So what you got to do then is, there's a class here called ALM report labels. And since somebody else has already used this, what we have to do is, I'm just going to search. All right, so in this case, we do in the map report label master. We put in, when I refer to this field, that's the relationship, and then the new field that we're putting in, then what we do is we go create a new label. And this label allows us to do translations for what shows on the column header itself. So just kind of like what they've done here is, they said added by Rakeem. Well, when you modify this, just put added by such and such on the date and do a new entry into the map. And again, what we want to add is this field. It's the open MP should be the name. And I'll put that in the task to make sure. But then in the end, what that will give us is, when you log in and we go through the splash, and when we come into my download, our downline to my new representatives, what this gives you is the ability to add a new column. So when you put it at the last, it's going to come over here. In the story, it says a specific place, but since that's configuration, don't worry, just put it anywhere you want. We'll move it, configure it the way it needs to be done, so it's not a big deal. But what we need to do is, if you don't do the report labels mapping update, right, you will get no header here, and because it won't know what to show. You'll see the field and the values, but you won't see that. So if it's wrong, your mapping layer is wrong. Anyways, let me know if you got questions.